Now we can really get to work on this project. My name is Ben. I own Woods Fab, and this is my lead mechanic. This is Jacob. He's been a mechanic now for, how long have you been a mechanic for? He's been a mechanic for 7 months now. Where he has an advantage over other mechanics is he fits in tight spaces. You know, with these small little hands, I mean, he can just unbolt anything. Due to Arizona's strict child labor laws, we had to let our new mechanic go. We apologize for the inconvenience. Today, we're gonna start work on this 1961 Cadillac. So I bought the car 3 years ago. The car was a friend of a friend's. He's a painter and had a great start on the car. It's an Arizona car. It's a rot-free, rust-free car. It's a great car. He did a frame off, frame's all powder coated, stripped the body, completely started over, bodyworked the car. Car is amazing, except it doesn't run worth a damn. It's got the original 390. 390's super tired. The transmission leaks like it's got a bullet hole in it. So I had a big decision to make. Do I want to rebuild the original motor and transmission, which a lot of purists love and like to see, or do I want to do something modern? On this car, I decided to do something modern. My goal with this car, I got about 11 months to put this car together. I want to go to Hot August Nights. It's in Reno, Nevada. I've never been. It's a good excuse for me to go up there. My parents live up there. I've been really itching to do a long road trip in a car. I want to do it in this Cadillac, but I know this Cadillac won't make it in the current state that it runs. I should probably start by tearing down this car, but right now I think I want to uncrate this engine and see what I spent my son's college fund on. The last engine I had built for one of my cars was 2 years of lies and excuses on why it's not done. Say what you want about going the route of a crate engine, but at least I won't have that problem. I need a way to lift this engine, and being that the heads are aluminum, I don't think a chain and a couple of bolts is the best option here. So I'm gonna take the valley pan cover and model it. I'll do some cutting and a little bit of welding, and I'll have an engine lift plate. Small holes cut on a plasma table never come out perfectly round, so I like to quickly chase them afterwards with a slightly oversized drill bit. I want to make sure this material is clean of any metal shavings or dirt that may be attached to it, so I'm just quickly doing a one-over before I put it on my brand new motor. You know, I find it kind of funny, you spend all this money on an engine, and ultimately it shows up in a trash bag. All right, so we got the plate all set up. So now we'll go weld our centerpiece in, and we should be able to pick this thing up, get up out of the crate here. To any of you guys out there thinking about getting a plasma table, I highly recommend it. The amount of time I save cutting parts and the quality of stuff I can make now, in the long run is gonna save me money. It's nothing fancy. It's a simple triangle gusset. I think I'll space them in about 1/2 inch and then weld them in. Perfect fit. Cool, the engine lift plate is finished. I hate the fact that I lost a couple hours to build this, but I do enjoy the fact that with all the stuff I have here in the shop, I can just build a tool that I need. Whew, that new LS3 looks nice, right? But before we can go any further with that, we got to get going on this. All right, top side's all apart. So now we're gonna pull the bottom. We gotta remove transmission mount, fluids everywhere, yikes. Motor mounts, exhaust right where it goes to the exhaust manifolds. So we'll pull the 2 bolts off the carrier bearing right here. And we'll break loose the U-joints back here, slide the drive shaft out. At that point, I think everything's free. All right, drive shaft is ready to pull. We're gonna end up spilling whatever's left in the transmission everywhere, aren't we? Yep, I see it. I see it. Old 2-piece drive shaft, carrier bearing in the middle. A lot of times these carrier bearings go bad, the rubber gets bad on, people don't even know it. You're going down the road and have a vicious vibration. Now that all the drivetrain is disconnected and unbolted, I'm gonna start pulling the sheet metal off the front end. Need something to prop this hood up with. Standing painter's pull for the win. Definitely not OSHA approved, so don't show anyone this. What's the worst that could happen, right? Everything on these cars are just so big and heavy. You really got to put some thought into tearing them apart, especially if you work alone, like I do most of the time. I learned online a little trick on how to pull these hood springs. You take an old V-belt, you wrap it around it. Oh, get a good grip. Man, the goddamn thing. Oh, there's one. Okay. Uno mas, uno mas. Oh, all right, that wasn't too painful. V-belt trick, highly recommend it. Hook it on the end of the spring, give it a little tug, they'll come right off when the hood's open. Otherwise you fight them and you're fearful you're gonna kill yourself. The hood is too big to wrangle by myself, so I called in the muscles. My oldest son's gonna give me a quick hand. Ready? So tilt. Yep, well, it's not too bad. You okay? Yeah. It's just big and awkward. Come around here. Get out into this big open space. Let's flatten out again and tilt back the opposite way. You okay? Work on that hand strength, son. Okay, you in a good position? And this is why I recommend you have kids. It's free labor. All right, cool. Hood's off. We'll pull the hinges. We will pull the core support, inner fenders, and I think we're ready to go. I've pulled a bunch of these motors through the years out of various old cars, and they never really come out first try. There's always some little sensor or ground or something that you forgot to disconnect, so that's normal. I think I should be able to hook on my cherry picker, pull this guy all the way out. I'm guessing I'm probably gonna have to move my toolbox in back of me and everything else. Working in a small shop doesn't help in moments like this. You just never feel like you have enough space. Nothing's ever easy. Nothing's ever easy. Oh. I told you it'd be something. Transmission leakage. Transmission leakage is still hooked up I do plan on reusing the factory column shifter, so hopefully all this yanking and pulling I was doing on the cherry picker doesn't come back to haunt me later. Who would have thought? You actually disconnect everything, engine comes right out. Got the old 390 out. I did just as they show you in the owner's manual on how to pull it out there, and everything went perfectly. All right, so that's not totally true. I thought pulling the sheet metal off the front would make it pretty easy to slide it out, but as always, there's still something connected. I forgot about the transmission linkage. I had a ground on the back of the firewall that was fighting me. There's always something. I made a huge mess, so I think I'm gonna take the next hour of the day cleaning that up. I got transmission fluid everywhere, radiator fluid, oil, you name it. Just pretty standard. Anytime I've ever pulled out one of these motors, I always make a mess. But anyways, so out with the old, in with the new. 390's out, brand new LS3 crate engine sitting here. I accomplished everything today that I was hoping to accomplish, which was pulling this motor and trans, getting all the sheet metal off the front end, getting the LS out of the crate, getting it up on the engine stand. And obviously we found out that we need to build a engine plate to pick this guy up with. Like, share, comment, whether you love it or you hate it. Next time we'll dig deeper into the Cadillac. I think we're gonna start getting some fabrication stuff before we go stuffing this motor in there. So it should be fun. So see y'all next time. Thank you. Our mechanic's back. You have anything to say? I'm sorry you had to be terminated due to child labor laws. I'm sure you're getting by just fine though, right? Yeah? Yeah, you got more free time now that you're not working? Yeah. What the heck is that?